Niggas coming. Y'all might want to transfer out, do what y'all got to do. Told these niggas it's the first day because they was like, they won one game previously that year, and Coach Prime was not going to let that happen. So he told them straight off, y'all might want to get in the portal. He told the quarterback that shit. I was like, damn, that nigga ruthless. In a good way, because it was a good way to say, you're not going to get any run here. You might as well go figure it out now. I totally get it. But what you just said, Mo, is great too. We're in a situation, right, where young people are not knowing who these older players or older people or older entertainers or any of that is. And so like last year, right, when you first get there, the energy's good. Travis is there. Coach Prom just got there. Shador's there. So you got everybody coming through because there's new energy. You know, I went to a few games last year. I done seen Carmelo Anthony, the Kevin Durant, the Russell Westbrook, everybody was there. Offset was there. And it was just, everybody was there, and that kind of died down. Because people don't know, Deion Cole, he was on Drink Champs, shout out to Noriega, Drink Champs and everything. And he made a really good point. Deion Cole's a comedian, really good comedian. And he made a point to where he was at the BET Awards, right? Well, and they got Casanat hosting it or whatever. And Casanat's going around basically brushing off older stars now at the BET Awards. This is where you give awards and flowers to legacy artists or legacy entertainers or legacy athletes to where they've been doing their thing, and you're sitting there saying, this person has put 20 years of music in, this person has put 20 years as an athlete, this person has put 20, 30 years as an entrepreneur, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you got a 21-year-old hosting it, and when he goes around saying, I don't know these niggas get offended. While they ran down on the nigga. Yo, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? You trying to play me on Twitch? Fuck you got going on? I'll talk to you later. But to Casanat's point, he don't know these niggas. He took a job. He came to do the job. To me, that's BET's fault. You put him in that position because he's lit, but not recognizing you put him in a position to diss niggas. Because Deion Cole said it wasn't just Wale. He said Drewski knew who he was. He's like, yo, don't pay him no more, G. And he said Drewski went up to Casanat and was like, yo, that's the OG Deion Cole. And he was like, all right, what's up? And brushed him off too. You get what I'm saying? When you put people in these positions, they don't know the older artists, athletes, et cetera. The reason I'm even saying all that, Mo, is to go back to your point of when you said you got somebody in the locker room like Ray Lewis. And the kids probably don't understand what the fuck Ray Lewis about. They don't know the dance. Nigga did the, you know what I'm saying? They don't know all the shit this nigga did, my nigga. You know Ray Lewis dance? Exactly, no, exactly. No. You know,
I know who Ray Lewis is. I don't know the dance.
Dance is how you can't know Ray Lewis and don't know the dance. You gotta know the dance. Nigga do all type of shit and do some, yo, you gotta know the Ray Lewis dance. But I respect that you don't. But this is what I'm talking about. You want Coach Prime to get niggas down there? Hire a young boy. Hire a young boy. They'll recruit everybody, nigga. Hire a young boy. Niggas will be flocking down there and say young boy coming in 3 games. Niggas will run to sign down there. And I'm being funny, but I'm not.
You're not.
That's what you got to do, because that's the age group you're trying to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I kind of want to add to that, because I am like very much a prime example of that. And it's not like I'm trying to be ignorant, and it's not like I'm trying to be disrespectful on purpose, because I think that sometimes people misconstrued like not knowing as far as like you're not willing to learn or you don't want to know. It's just literally different eras, different times. Yeah. Some people grew up on things that I didn't grow up, same way that I know of things that y'all might not have grown up with. Like a perfect example, and I'm going to use one, even though like I do know who Wale is. I love his music, but he didn't in that situation. Me and Sin even argue about cartoons and stuff, and like Cam knows exactly, because I can't even give you an example of the show because I don't even remember what he was saying.
Sin was mad. Me and Sin had a bet, and we called Stat on the 3-way, and Sin was mad that she didn't know who Alf was. He caught a whole attitude. Then he got mad because she never heard of Webster. It's, I bet him every person he named. I
You
said,
gotta know what.
why should she know who Webster is? That's why I won the bet. Stat is born in 2001. Webster came out in 1984. Like, how would niggas know? See, the reason why niggas like me, Murder, and even Mo to a certain extent, even though we a little older than Mo, the reason we know certain shit like Dennis the Menace or Dallas or the Beverly Hillbillies, because we only had 13 channels. We didn't have 1,000 channels. We ain't have no fucking apps. We had to watch what was available to us. We didn't have a CD player in the beginning. We didn't have a tape. You turn the radio on, whatever's on the radio's on. Whatever's on NBC Thursday night, that's what's on NBC Thursday night. These kids got options.
A lot.
So my TV right now got 4,000 channels.
Yeah.
Like, yo, how the fuck she supposed to know Webster and Alf? And what was the last one? I don't think it's Punk.
Killer. She's
no, it was the Cosby Show. He was asking me about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, do she know little Rudy from the Cosby Show? She said the only nigga I know in the Cosby Show is Bill.
Yeah, because that's all I got.
Right, Mace, let me ask you a question. Why should she know Webster?
Because he's a black boy.
What? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even. I could list 5 TV shows right now that
you should know
never,
black people.
No,
you should know your black history.
I could list 5 TV shows right now that you've probably never seen or heard of in your life.
Are they black people?
Yes, and they're cartoons.
Who?
You do know Regular Show?
You don't know Chowder?
I know Regular Show.
Okay, who's the main character in Regular Show?
I don't know his name.
What does he look like? Because he's a very specific, bold color. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta know Webster though.
Everybody in my
not knowing
group.
Webster is like not knowing. Let me give you somebody. Who would Webster be if he was an artist? That's like not knowing. Give me somebody, Mo.
This is not a good example. I'd rather a nigga know Arnold than Webster.
And I know who Arnold is, but
who's Arnold?
The nigga with the yellow spikes.
No.
Yes,
See?
he is.
Oh my
cartoon.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, well then I don't.
I'm talking about Arnold from Different Strokes Sports.
Oh, I definitely don't know that. I was like, Arnold, I know, like Rugrats, like
I'm saying
all that group.
The reason I compared them to Webster, they too short people that never grew. They played kid characters, but they never grew. Niggas, yo, Murder, nigga Sin said, so you don't know the nigga that Michael Jackson used to be caught carrying around. He's talking about Webster. Yo, Stat said, I know the monkey.
That's all I got.
These young people so disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. When I grew up watching TV and I seen even the late show, because I was even telling Cam a lot of things I wasn't even allowed to watch because it was inappropriate. Like my parents didn't let me watch curse words and stuff like that.
Yo, Murder,
Like,
she couldn't watch Ted when it first came out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
almost like when young guys be talking to Charles Barkley crazy. It's the same kind of thing for me. It's like, nigga, that's Sir Charles, man.
And I could see how it's viewed that way, but we're consuming so many different things and there's like overconsumption. You cannot expect me to know every single thing that's going on that y'all grew up with, because like Cam kind of said, you guys had it on display. I would have to go back and you have to find reruns. Like they're not even playing the same SpongeBob episodes.
You know who
that
Martin
they started out
is,
with.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, you good.
But I didn't watch that. Like that wasn't for me.
But
that wasn't
you know
my
who
time.
it is.
Yeah, I've seen the show, but I've never watched it.
See,
like
Martin's
I couldn't
different.
tell you
Martin's
what.
and Bad Boys. Like Martin stayed relevant. Webster been missing since Webster.
Yeah.
Like Nick, you know Webster?
He doesn't
Nick
either.
don't know Webster.
Nick doesn't know Webster.
Yo, Mo, you know Webster?
Al Bundy. Nick knows Al Bundy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would have bet that Nick knew who Webster was, though.
No.
Nick is from fucking Spain or something. Nick is over there from Greece. He don't know that shit. He just learned English like 7 years ago,
That's
bro.
crazy.
There's only 2 black shows that I know, and it's like my parents would have to force it on. I couldn't tell you which was literally Homie the Clown and In Living Color, and I didn't grow up watching those. That's the only 2 I
Okay, you saved yourself.
Save myself.
But Stat,
you saved
You know what's crazy? Sin lost mad bets. The nigga Mo, not to cut you off, this is the last word I want you to say. Nigga Sin lost about $42 in 6 different bets. She said she got to know who Rakim is. I said she's not gonna know who Rakim is. We call Stat. He said, "What you think when I say Eric B?" She said, "I don't know." She said, "You know who Rakim is?" She said, "No." Then he gets mad at her for not knowing this shit. And then Stat asks her parents, and then her parents say, "Yeah, that was my favorite group growing up."
Yeah, literally. I'm like, y'all.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I see why they mad with her.
But this is what I'm gonna say.
She should know this.
But this is what I'm gonna say. My favorite group would never be my mother's favorite group. That's just me.
But you should know your mother's favorite group.
Nah, Murder. I just think that you don't realize the options that these kids have.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, you knew your mother's favorite group. Like, I know my mother's favorite group.
I don't know my mother's favorite group. Well, I didn't listen to a lot of music. The only time I really listened to music in the East Side Blood House. My house was not really a music house.
Different lives. So, Maurice, you had a quick take before we wrap.
Yeah, no, it was just in reference to the Deion Cole interview. I seen the clips he was talking about, right. And just to clarify, he was really. I think like once you find out who somebody is, and I think how you go about just even showing basic respect and just like being dismissive, I think he was talking more about that, and I do agree with him with that. Like, you know, once somebody's done something of significance that really people don't do every day. And you're at a show honoring people, you know that these people who walking down this red carpet or these people moving in these places that are secluded, there's somebody. So I think that it's a basic etiquette that he was saying that you should have. And so that was my interpretation of it.
Really quick though, I will say sometimes it's hard to navigate that because if there are so many, obviously if there's maybe 2 or 3 people, you should do your due diligence, which is something that I try really hard to do because I never want to come across as disrespectful because I know I'm around, you know, like people who have been doing their thing forever, legends, all that. But sometimes in a space, especially if you're younger, you can't go up and ask somebody like, is that, like, you kind of have to be able to fall on the ropes and fall in line. So in every case, that is not an option.
He's talking about the disregard though. You know, the disregard for is like when you find out who the person is, is the attitude that you keep after you find out who he is. So the whole fact of not knowing, not knowing who a person is, that's just willful ignorance. But once you know who this person is, to act like they're not important is what he's talking about. And young people do that because we was all young at one time. Somebody be like, yo, there goes such and such. You know how we would be, Killer.
You do it now.
Amen. And on that note, unless you got a final word, Dr. Betha.
You're right. That's how I know what he's talking about.
There's y'all's answer. Changed and living a great life to he mad she outside is crazy. You wouldn't be mad if you've been asking for years for someone to be real on what they want and they say they want a family and not be in the clubs no more because it's old. Then saying they go into Houston to work and see family but end up lying and avoiding me while in clubs unannounced. Y'all fans are sick. He said, why wouldn't I be mad? She's sacrificing her son, missing school for being in the club, shaking ass. Our kids having to be stuck in her mama's house when she never communicated being in clubs. At least send the kids with the daddy and not your mama. And this has just been a lengthy back and forth between the two. But of course, it has now gotten to the internet because both of them have been open about that. So what do you think about what DeJounte had to say? And then basically him just saying this on social media.
I think what he's saying has a lot of validity to it. Let me just start there. But I think when it comes to men, you can never expect to get sympathy from the internet. The internet is just not the place to get sympathy from. I learned that. I'm new to the internet. But it's no place to be looking for a friend. It's no place to be looking for consolation, any of those words. If you're looking for compassion, you're just not going to find it in none of your comments. You might find 1 out of 10,000 comments, somebody really saying something great. But for the most part, if you're down, they're going to kick you when you're down. There's just the internet for you, and you have to know that. They need somebody to police the internet. It's just like they have police for the street. They need police for the internet. And I think one thing I would say, not to get in this business, but since it's in the public's eye, I remember who said it. You just can't turn them into housewives. It's just what is an old rule. Did you ever hear the first part of that? You can't turn blank into housewives.
Yes.
You know what it says?
Yes.
All right, and I'm not calling her that, but that's just what it comes across as in this point that she already had a life. You tried to make her something different, but she was already in this life. So therefore, for you to get upset about her doing something that she was doing previously before you, meaning it was bad judgment on your part. It's not bad on her part.
She was a stripper?
I don't think she was a stripper. She's just also young boy's baby mom.
Oh, young boy NBA?
NBA young boy.
Why in the world would you do that?
Right time. You could pick the right time.
I never. we talked. And listen, I think Devontae.
He's a great rapper, but I definitely wouldn't.
No, I'm talking about Murray real quick on my behalf. And NBA, yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about, he has a great story. I'm talking about coming out of Seattle. You know, Jingles, that's Jingles, man. He has a great story. So one day I actually want to interview him and have him on the show about, you know, he, from what I heard, been getting money when he was 15, 16. It's a long story. That ain't the topic. Mm-hmm. I really can't disagree on anything what Mase said. I mean, if I had to take a take, that would be the exact take that I take. But you know how to think about this, right? And just put this in the perspective. Let's say they end up not being together, and you got to talk to NBA because he with your kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On certain weekends. So I don't know, man.
And that's why you gotta you can't take a woman after certain guys because you don't want to have to deal with that person. For you to take her on, you're taking on her, him, his crew, all of that. And I don't think women think about that, like who they get pregnant by. Like it's that is a deal breaker for especially elite guys or any guy that is of any type of value. That's a definite deal breaker.
100% correct. I just don't understand. And it seems like it's a trend. Like, I'm not accusing Murray of this because, like I said, I genuinely don't know him, but because of Jingles, I understood his story, and hopefully we're talking. I'm not accusing him what I'm about to say, but I just don't get. And
I don't want to line step, but I know exactly what you said.
I just can't get niggas leftovers. Like, what do you get out of that? Like, yo. Because niggas, and I don't mean females, I don't mean the baby mom, I don't mean disrespect you saying left.
How do you promote it?
Yeah,
like, how do you go further than they went with it?
Right. And I just don't understand it, man. Like, because you know why? Niggas will be like, that so-and-so baby mom with, and be happy about it.
And feel like he did something big.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And in our day, you would sleep with her, but you wouldn't marry her.
Yeah, not at all. And not only just sleep with her, unless you have beef with that nigga, we're not going to the club together neither, or the dinner. If I'm boning you on the low or boning you because you was with a nigga, cool. But as far as me going out with you, you already been with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it.
It's a permanent setback. I look at it as a permanent setback.
I just don't get it. Like, so I'm not married. I just don't get the niggas talking about, yo, that so-and-so old joint.
And
I don't get it.
How do you expect better is what I don't understand. Like, once you know a person is one way, to me, that's who they are. And if they're going to prove themselves different, let them prove themselves with someone else. I really think I need to start doing counseling for NBA players and athletes, because if you can't see the writing on the wall, it doesn't matter you made all this money. You're giving all your money back to the hood.
My last statement is salute to her and the rest of y'all. Y'all know who the bone pause. Y'all picked them out, right? Y'all picked the niggas with the $200 million contracts. You picked the niggas who number one on the charts all time. Yo, you gotta salute them. Man. I'm gonna stop making it about the niggas and start making it about them. And you gotta give them props, bro.
Yeah.
You got to.
They casing niggas better than robbery.
Yeah. The case out is crazy,
it's
yo.
like, yo, you thought about such and such? No, I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
he just signed for 120.
Yeah, 120. And then not only that, murder.
You like red bones.
Yeah. And then how do you line yourself to be there? Like, nah. So listen, I know where they go after the game.
And just eating at the bar.
Yeah, you just have to.
This is my first day here.
Yeah.
Word.
Exactly.
Mine too.
Yeah. And then from that to go raw, then not just go raw to not pull out.
And then don't know if it's yours is crazy.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a situation and you don't know if it's yours, you already lost, bro.
And I'll say this last, I don't know if you got something to say, but I'll say lastly is to piggyback off of what Mase said earlier. You better off not saying nothing. The internet is not gonna help, bro. They love when you down. They actually get a kick out of it. And the more they can irk you, the more that they will. Second, that's first. And lastly, when it doesn't matter when you're a guy on the internet, you're gonna lose even if you're 100% right.
Yeah.
You could be 1,000% right. You're gonna lose when it comes to the internet because girls are gonna find a reason to stick together with girls. You could
no matter what the reason is.
No matter what the reason is. You could sit there and a girl could get caught cheating with 3 niggas. They got a nigga. And her friends or the internet be like, well, you don't know what he did to her.
That made her have
to do that. Don't go to the internet. You're not going to win when it comes to female and male problems. It's just not going to happen. They'll find a way.
Yeah, definitely prayers up for them because Murray seems like such a great guy, and for him to even be in a place where he thought to redeem her, I think was great. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, from a humanitarian place. But I'm gonna tell you what my mother used to tell me: she gonna have to learn with somebody else. You're not gonna be the one to bail her out. Damn. And most women feel that way.
I'll just add because
hold on. That's true, man. But what about that joint? You know, I ain't gonna say her name, man. Almost had me ready to kill her. Well, you know, God bless your mom and mama. All that. Murder had a girlfriend one time.
She wasn't my girlfriend, killer. I was in the house.
Huh?
I was in the house.
What you mean?
Go ahead, finish.
You can tell me I'm wrong. Murder had a girlfriend one time.
Yeah.
He broke up with her, but she stayed cool with his moms and his boyfriend and his family. And we used to come in there, and she would be in there, and I'd be so mad at Murder, be like, yo. I say, yo. And what I'm about to say is not right, but I'm like, it's mad stairs. It's mad. If you want, just let me know. Say, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Mase broke up with the girl. She said, yeah, all right. I'm cool with the family. And we used to come in the house and she would be there and I would be so mad, man. I didn't know what you was alluding to, but I was alluding to that. That should have me pissed off about that. You handled that very well as possibly as anybody I can know can handle that situation. But I was losing my mind and it wasn't even my girlfriend.
You can't redeem everybody. You just can't.
You can't. I'll just add, because the whole situation, just even being public to begin with, it just sucks, I think, for both of them, because I'm like, he has so much upside. He's a really good player and he's hurt right now. So I know he's probably just going through a lot in general. And then her, I didn't realize how young, at least young to me, how young she is. She's 25. So I'm just like, they both clearly just didn't see.
How old is he?
think he's like 28, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
29.
what I'm saying is this, like, and I don't mean this towards anybody in my past or anything like that, but just as you learn in life, if the way a thing start is normally how it ends. Yeah. So it's like when a person is troubled or a person has a lot of problems, you can't evade that they'll be troublesome with you or there'll be a problem with you. You can't just wipe that away and think because you have money or you bring them into a better situation. No, now you're just a nigga with money. Now you're just a whatever with money. So I don't think like the money changes that. I think people really need therapy. They really need psychology, all of those things. And that you bringing them to a better environment doesn't change that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But I also think on the other end, for some people, it does work out really well. You just don't expect it to happen to you because there are some people like, and this is not at them. I'm saying that there are some people.
Name 5.
I cannot go
Give
down
me
the list.
3.
I cannot go down the list of 5, but I will use an example. I'm not gonna go through.
You don't got 3.
I will use an example to me that looks. I mean, granted, this is on the outside, so you don't know what people are going through internally. It looks great, and it worked out for them because, like you guys were saying,
started out crazy.
Some people, I'm not gonna say it started out crazy, but it didn't work out, and they moved on to somebody else, and then it ended up being great for all of them. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but when you work like Murray has worked to get to this level, it's almost like you're bringing her to another level. Like there's a player that brought her to another level. There's a rapper that brought her to another level. And what I'm seeing in society is like just dating to find the next guy. It's really like the woman is not with you to be with you. She's with you because you're going to make her visible to this guy. And then this guy makes you visible to this guy. And it keeps taking the person up. And it's almost like you're dating on people's lives. And it's crazy that guys are letting that happen.
So many different angles. Let us know in the comments down below what y'all think. Because like I'm saying, sometimes it does work out. A lot of the times it doesn't. It's not a similar situation. That's not what I was thinking. It's not a similar situation, but like, for example, Ari started with G Herbo and now Ari's with Moneybagg Yo, but they are all in unison and have a great co-parenting relationship and it worked out really well for them. But that does not happen to everybody is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't use that.
I would though, because that's what I'm saying. For some people, it works out really well, and there's no drama, no beef,
because Ari was already kind of lit though. That's different.
So is Sierra.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Ari was already lit, so you can't use that. And Ari was already a go-getter. Ari
but it
didn't
also
become
depends
a go-getter.
what you define as being lit, because also on this end, like it depends. Because like DeJounte's girl also was like. That's why I said it depends. Like she was like on Instagram, a lot of people knew her doing the modeling thing. So I'm like, it really depends on the situation.
To be honest with you, I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, I don't want to turn this into whatever that young lady name is. I'm just saying, I'm speaking to everybody about the concept, not the person.
But what Stat said,
don't hit me up with that.
Yeah, like I said, no disrespect to none of these ladies at all. Just giving our opinion. But to Stat said, that's another thing, yo. And that's a good point. I don't know her, and I never seen her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But that's another thing, nigga. Because you got to think, certain basketball players, and we live in a numbers game. Is he verified? How many followers he got? How many Facebook friends he got? How many Instagram followers he got? Now, if you're a basketball player and the chick got more followers than you may be open off her.
Yeah.
Yo, you know so-and-so, she got 8 million followers. And he may only have 900,000 followers. Now he's amazed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, like I said, I don't know. I'm just saying, I've seen that.
Yeah. Not regarding this situation, but that happens a lot. Like a lot of the times too, especially because that's the thing about numbers. Like all of that to me is fake. Because a lot of girls like will have more because of course a lot of men are lusting and they're getting more followers. And then sometimes, like you said, literally an NBA player would be like, oh shoot, she lit. Like we go see whole time. Like a two-way player.
Like my man, I ain't going to say his name, but y'all know him. He said he only go for females with less than 20,000 followers because they probably got low self-esteem. He said if they got more than 20,000, he don't even holler at them. He like his joints with low self-esteem.
That was crazy.
I'm just you can't make it up, man.
And it's that I want to clarify something to you. When you think of, because I wanted to say this, shout out to people like Ari, shout out to people like Keisha,
Sierra too. It wasn't no
shout out to Sierra. But I'm also talking about the Keishas and the Aries. Even though I'm far removed from that, I could see women that actually make the guys they're with better.
Yeah.
So I think it's a total disrespect to the Aries and the Keishas that took guys and made them better than what they are. Not they became better off the guys. Two different type of women.
Yeah, for sure. All I'm going to say is y'all got to find the right one for you. Hope they figure it out. Because again, this is just our commentary based off what they've shared from the internet. So let us know y'all's comments and thoughts down below. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.